Ha, ha, ha. You don't know Count Dracula?
I know Bram Stoker's Dracula,
You don't know the film, right?
of course, but I mean, obviously not the one you're talking about.
Okay. What's up, people?
See, I'm a real vampire connoisseur, okay? So I
That
actually
you are.
read books
That you do.
about the shit, okay?
I can't argue with that.
Alright, so, what's up, Big Bays? So, I went to our Asian grocery store, and a lot of you guys always have questions about the Asian grocery stores and which ones to go to and how to get there and so on and so forth. Obviously, we live here in Chicago, so we have access to a lot of Asian grocery stores. But I'll be honest with you, in every state, just about, there is a Chinatown. And near a Chinatown will be an Asian grocery store. Let me explain to you. In Cuba, I was in Cuba, and there was a Chinese goddamn Chinatown. London, goddamn Thailand, I mean everywhere. Chinatown everywhere, so there's gotta be an Asian grocery store somewhere. Where the fuck do they get that shit from? Anyway, so, yeah.
Good point.
I just want to make sure you don't act like you don't have access to it. Because a lot of people are like, there's no Asian here.
That's true.
Nothing.
I do
There's
get that a lot.
Chinatown everywhere. Literally, that's why, I mean, I'm telling you, on a whole other tip, because we're only talking about veganism, Chinatown is a great, like, conversation if we're talking about, like, economics, but whatever. Yeah, like, racial stuff. Anyway, so here goes the,
Grocery pickups from H-Mart.
steak. Sorry, I got into a whole little spiel. So we got a big ass bag of black beans.
Yeah.
Talk about the black beans.
So these are some interesting looking black beans.
They look black as hell, like they dyed them or something,
Yeah,
right?
these are very.
They're like jelly beans.
So these are 90 calories per serving, 9 grams of protein per 90 calories. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Wow. Good job. I've never seen. That's pretty cool.
So what's been great? Is there anything in here I can't have?
Let me see.
It's just beans, right?
Got some whey protein.
Ingredients. Black,
Black
beans.
beans.
And in whatever language it says soja noir.
Okay, so yeah, so that's what we got. We got the black beans right here. This is the first joint. Pretty cool bag.
Yeah, so we made our, we've been starting to transition to using dry foods instead of canned foods. Again, there's a lot of conversation between dry foods and canned foods, and it doesn't matter which way you want to go. We just are exploring the dry foods for cost purposes and just so we can have a little bit more accountability over what we're consuming and be able to maximize on our calories. So
Absolutely.
we're doing pretty good calorie count here, right?
And plus, it's gonna
90
save.
calories per serving. That's
Yeah.
way better than almost 150.
Yeah, but you gotta take in mind that the grams is what matters. So there's 90 calories per 45 grams.
That's what I'm saying. Per serving.
Right, but the other one was 150 calories per roughly.
35 grams.
You talking about the one that you had, or?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was talking about the one from Whole Foods.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the one when I called you asking me
Oh, I
this
got
question.
you. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's better.
So, also, one more quick thing. Buy the dried if you are short on funds, but don't mind spending a little bit more time prepping.
Yeah, even if you're not short on
Not
funds.
short on funds, but just want
Yeah.
to save money, or just want to, like, like I said. The reason I say this is because I know a lot of people don't want to spend a lot of money buying all the cans and all that stuff. So you can save cash on your food by buying in bulk, and just save, like, I won't say save time. You do have to put a little more time in.
It actually, you know what? It is time
It
saving.
is time
Because
saving,
you know what?
actually, yeah.
We used the slow cooker
Yeah.
and just went about our day. So we woke up to it being done. That's like pretty cool. It's just being more efficient with your time.
Yeah.
And anyway, I got distracted. So anyway, yeah.
Yeah, so definitely save time as well, because you're not spending time doing it every single day. You just do it one time, prep it for the full week, make it in bulk, then you put it into your containers and you're good for the week.
Facts. So, next we got some oyster mushrooms.
Yes.
And a lot of you guys asked about the oyster mushrooms. So I got two different kinds, which is the regular clustered oyster mushrooms and then the king oyster mushrooms. So the clustered ones I use more often because they're easier to just go in there and cook. But a package of them is how much?
So this was $6.99 for 1 pound.
Right, and this is 1.22 pounds and it was 304.
So about these mushrooms. So Raina, the first one that put me onto the oyster joints.
Facts.
I stole them from her.
Facts.
I seen him on the post, and I was like, let me just, she
This
said
is
it.
supposed to be like low-key viral.
So she had what was it? It was like these. She was making like on a grill. Like actually, like it was like a drawer.
I don't know. I forgot.
I don't know. It looked good as hell. She was like, it tastes like chicken. It was like a meat texture. So I made it into some oyster mushroom tacos, and they were extravagant.
You didn't even shout me out in the post, but that's before.
You were the first posting. You were the first person that I mentioned on there.
Anyway, this is really tasty.
Yeah, so also the king oyster mushrooms, I like these ones as well. So she does like this, what do you call it? Sear? Or it's like the little scallop type thing.
Oh, the scallops, yeah. You want
So,
those?
that would be cool too. But so she makes these into like some scallop type mushrooms. They slice them little. Y'all know what scallops are like. I just found out about it. But they taste really good. We'll put like an overlay so y'all can see what I'm talking about.
Tastes yummy.
Yeah.
I made scallop. Yeah, so you can make scallop mushrooms out of them. You can shred them. You can, chop them up. We did the chopped ones the other day, and you really like those. So yeah, it's different types of things you can do with them, and they really have a meaty-like texture. So although they're not necessarily a meat replacement, it's like they're giving you like the protein that you usually get from it. It's great to add into your seitan that you cook. For example, like speaking of, I usually will use this vegan chicken. This is seitan. I'll usually chop up some oyster mushrooms in there just to give it some more like real texture, like juiciness. It's so good. So this is the vegan chicken. It's very, very tasty and very cost effective. So you can get, like they're like $1.79 for each package, right? Mm-hmm. And one package is like one meal.
$1.49 actually.
Oh.
The beef is a little bit more. The beef is like
Really?
$1.99. Yeah.
That's probably why they do it like that.
Yeah.
So I get a crap load of them. But again, like one package is like one meal. So
Literally, I would destroy this whole thing. Actually, I just made. Go ahead and have that.
So I got a whole bunch of these. I literally go in there. I'm not lying. I'm like this.
Yeah.
Like people are staring at me. This
Yeah,
one
we
girl,
just like.
this lady was like, I'm like.
It's like I wish you would. So what I'm going to start doing is like trying to diversify.
Diversify my buns. Oh, sorry.
Our protein intake. Try to get a little bit more lentils into our diet, more black beans. Because to be honest, like I just really love seitan. I know Raina loves it as well now. She's starting to a little bit more, she used to.
Yeah, I never ate processed stuff at all until. So I think I kind of went backwards in some people's eyes, but I also think I went forward in my eyes because I'm a powerlifter and I wasn't getting the proper amount of protein. And I saw a real change in my success with powerlifting. So
that's another thing to keep in mind. So there's a big argument, obviously, always with the whole where do you get your protein from, bro, with the vegan stuff. So there's a difference between having protein for the daily demands of being a human, which is very low. You don't need as much as if you're doing, how do we say, resistance training and things that actually demand more of your body, demand more energy and break down of the muscles. So you're gonna need a lot more protein than a normal average person does that just goes to work, drive the car, go home, take care of the kids, things like that. That don't require very much, use of energy past what you would normally do. So your protein has to be a little bit higher. So yeah, you will need to take it a little bit more than the average person. So you have to plan out your meals based around what you're actually doing for a living or doing with your time, training and things like that. You're gonna need more protein in your diet. So keep that in mind.
Facts. But the way that you determine if you have enough protein is by having coaches like Najee and I. So you need to kind of get a gauge for it based off your goals. If you're doing that resistance training, like how much do you need? Because the other thing is, like you need protein, but how much do you need? How do you know if you're getting enough? You could be over consuming and it's not really doing much for you. Like you might be doing too much. Or too little. So it's good to kind of get a gauge for what makes the most sense when you have a coach or just someone that can help you kind of figure out the best way to do it. So a couple other things I got was some sweet tomatoes to go with my salad. Yeah. A yellow bell pepper, shallots. We have a lot of onions already. Crap load of peeled garlic just to make my life easier. Oh, it smells so good. Like so strong. turn it on. Cilantro, serrano peppers.
Y'all the goodies.
I also got Najee's favorite sauce, which is
Mango. Excuse me.
it's awesome. It tastes so
Thank
great.
you.
I got something new for him to try, which is a peanut sauce. Let me just make sure. Actually, you know what? I don't think I checked this. Oh, okay. Woo! I was like, I did not properly check this. Okay, so it's peanut, soybean, coconut. So I got him a new sauce I want him to try. It's a little less sweet than the one he has, but it might be something that he might like. It's peanut butter and shit, so that'll be cool. And I found some canned jackfruit. Usually I find jackfruit in brine juice or whatever, and this one is in water, which I think I prefer. I don't know if I prefer it, but it sounds better. So I'm just gonna like keep it and try it one day. I don't know.
Cool.
And the last thing I got was some strawberries. I don't usually get strawberries, but I wanted the strawberries in my what?
That just remind me of the mango.
Anyway, I got some strawberries, so I'm gonna put the strawberries in my salad to add a little sweetness to it. So,
Cool.
especially since I know Najee's gonna eat salad today, so I know he likes stuff like that. So.
Yeah, so that's pretty much everything that we got. I'll do like an overview so you can just see this big pile right here. And yeah, so if y'all need some help trying to lose weight for the new year, lose some fats, you have any questions?
Not if. I know you guys want to lose weight.
That's true.
I know you guys have goals. And you may think you have a good plan, but if you haven't had that plan overviewed by someone, definitely talk to Najee, through Vegan Bae or Built by Plants. Whichever one works best for you. So we know you have goals.
That's true.
Everyone's not fit. It's not if.
Yeah.
You need something. You need help. I know you do. So just come on through so we can help you.
Or you can always just click that link in the bio,
Click that link in the bio.
Go
Click that
ahead,
link in the bio.
book a call, and you can structure out a plan.
Oh, the calls are awesome, but it's not. This is about a grocery store haul. But the calls are awesome, and the reason why is because he takes the time to get to know you first, and based off of what you tell him, that's how he determines your plan. Not just off your weight, not just off your height and your age, but also your lifestyle. What type of life do you live? Do you have any access to a gym? No? All right. This is the type of plan that will work out for you. What type of shit do you have in your house? Things like that. Like, what can I do to make your life easier while still incorporating these different components to get to your goals? Like, that to me is way better than anything I've ever seen online. Because you have all these online surveys, and they just have an automatic system that creates something for you, and that's that. And it may still not work best for you. But at least you have someone that you can talk to. They check in with you weekly. They're not BSing you. They're really there doing it with you. So, good job.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah. Ow.
All right. Bye, guys.